Hi, everybody. Just wanted to uh, fill in blanks. I kind of just told the overview of it started here, glossing over the details, glossing over conversations that were had, glossing over specific incidents. Because I felt like if the people wanted to know specifics, they would stick with me. Um, if they didn't, they got the overview, they got the gist of the story. A, B leads to C. Anyhow, so I was telling my boyfriend Greg over the weekend that um, the story of when Kaylee introduced her now girlfriend to our youngest. When Kaylee first got with her girlfriend Daisy, Kaylee kept pushing this idea of I needed to be Daisy's friend. I needed to be friends with Daisy. It would help our relationship because Kaylee thought that if she could push that on me and make things work between me and Daisy, that we would be happy-go-lucky. Looking back at my 16-year journey with my now ex-wife, I could see where she got that idea because in the past I would have bent over backwards to accommodate this person in our lives because it's what Kaylee wanted. And that's kind of the ongoing problem is you have shown me in the past that you will forgive my wrongs, you will gloss over the bad parts, you will patch up the holes that I've created in our ship, and I will just stand here and wait for you to make things right. And all that would be falling on my shoulders to make things right. Because if we had a problem in the relationship, it was me. I had a problem. Kaylee didn't have a problem with our relationship, other than the fact that I wasn't poly at the time. I didn't understand poly. I didn't understand how poly worked. I didn't understand the nuances and how I didn't even know how relationships worked, let alone poly relationships, because I'd never been taught healthy relationships. I'd never been shown healthy relationships. At least not for long periods of time. Like, of course, I have my aunts and uncles, and I would see them in their marriages, and most of their relationships were decently healthy. Not healthy, but comparatively to my childhood, my upbringing, and the relationships I saw on a daily basis, a majority of my aunts and uncles were healthy. Um, and so that's what happened for 16 years. Kaylee would make a mess of our relationship and then expect me to fix it. So Daisy was introduced to me. Kaylee pushed and pushed. I just want y'all to be friends. I just want y'all to be friends. I tried. I tried to be friends. The way I know to make friends is to exchange, not necessarily trauma, but exchange information. These are my strengths. These are my weaknesses. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Because then we can find that balance. And I can come to you and go, hey, remember when we first met and you said you were really good at organizing? I'm horrible at organizing. Can you come over and help me? I will make you coffee, maybe buy you lunch, but can you please teach me how to organize, etc. That's just an example. I'm amazing at organizing. I am garbage at relationships. So I was telling this person that I never met in my whole life who I was. I was telling this person that I have very low self esteem. I have very low self worth. I am really scared that Kaylee is going to leave me for her. And I was being vulnerable. I was being honest. Daisy used that against me, saying stuff like, well, I can't be friends with someone who has really bad uh, low self worth or low self esteem. I just can't be friends with people like that. That was a blow. That was a blow to me on a level I wasn't prepared for. Because in my mind, I was expecting this person to go, okay, cool. I see where you and Kaylee are at in your relationship isn't healthy. Like, it's not a safe place. The relationship is very rocky. I do love her and I want to work with you guys to make it good. That's what I was expecting. That is not what I got. Nope. No, no, it is not. I got violent and aggressive and demeaning response where she decided to tell me that I was a toxic person. And you're right, I am. I'm a toxic person. I am a toxic people pleaser. Yep, I am. I don't know how to not be. I've just never learned to be my own person. I was for a short time between all of the relationships before Kaylee, the 2 year gap, and then I met Kaylee. That 2 year gap, I was amazing. I was confident. I was cocky. I had self worth. I had self love. I had a 2 year old. But as a single parent, I was doing my very best. I had a job. I wasn't able to live on my own because my job wasn't paying me enough to live, like a living wage didn't exist. I didn't have schooling to, further my career and make more money. I didn't have the tools. I didn't have access to the things that majority of people have access to. Hell, I have more access to things now, and I'm 42 in Vancouver, Washington, brand new here. I've only been here a year, but I have access to more things going forward to help me have a good life now than I did before, than I've ever had before. And it's amazing. I will never ever go back to Texas. If I do, it'll be a visit. It'll be a visit. In my darkest times, I do question, should I just give up and go back to Texas? I can admit that. But I can also understand the other side of that coin and the trauma that would go into that. It would be worse backtracking. So Daisy did not come to me as a friend. Daisy never had intent of being my friend. Kaylee had no intent on fixing things. And it happened really fast. Um, Going forward from this point, I will do another part to this part of the story, the detail of the conversation. So if you're interested in that, I will grab my journal and I will see you in the next part.